Welcome to part 26 of the 2018 NFL Draft in Review. Today we will be looking at the 2018 Carolina Panthers draft class, and this is a class that is in a weird spot for me in that I was largely right about pretty much every player, but there's still been a bit of underachieving from a few of them, which is why we only have DJ Moore for highlights here. So we will be, of course, starting with DJ Moore being the first selection, and the stats here pretty much tell the story. DJ Moore has not had very good quarterbacks. He's been over-relied on to the point that defenses know to just home in on him, and you can really just take away the passing game by eliminating DJ Moore. So he has been getting a little better in terms of touchdown catches. He's averaged at least 4 a season pretty much every year, which is not bad for a guy in a situation with no real help on the other side of the field and no real help under center either. So we'll go over here and take a little look at DJ Moore. Before I hit play on this, I do want to add that Moore has recently been packaged to the Chicago Bears in exchange for the number 1 overall pick, along with a bunch of draft picks, presumably so the Panthers can pick a quarterback. And I'm just looking at that like, are you fucking kidding me, Carolina? You get rid of the one offensive weapon you have left so you can pick a quarterback. What the hell are you doing?
Against the Eagles last year. That ball again complete. This time to the rookie. DJ Moore has some room. DJ Moore, touchdown Panthers. 51 yards.
But you're going to see DJ Moore here. He's just going to run a big in cut from the slot position. Wide open. It's the zone. This is what I do not like about defenses. When you are playing with the lead in the fourth quarter, you tend to go away from what you've been doing all game.
With their communication and picking things up, and Cam doing a good job getting it out of his hand. Third and short yardage. The pitch. Bounced, picked up by DJ Moore, and has a lot of running room down the sideline. Catch up to him. 28 yards on the play.
It's one thing to have a guy assigned to the pitch.
Right.
It's another one to be able to catch.
From the Tampa Bay 39, off the fake to McCaffrey. This is DJ Moore. Moore inside the 25, still going, inside the 10, finally forced out of bounds at the 7.
There's that guy, DJ Moore. He is an exciting young football player, Kenny. I love what I see out of him.
Panthers must get to the 16-yard line as Newton throws to the outside, and the catch is made by DJ Moore, still going across midfield, inside the 40, the 30, and finally tackled.
Detroit trying to get him onto the ground, and man, he's got this explosive ability. Really surprised anybody caught him, but great effort play here. Darius Slay coming back and finishing that.
And the pass is going to be caught. First down to DJ Moore, and Moore still on his feet, getting away from trouble. What a run by Moore after the catch. Sensational play by the rookie from Maryland.
Just your classic RPO on this one. Slant off the contact there, cover 2. But
Panthers must get to the 30 for a first down, as Allen's pass is caught by DJ Moore.
What a catch. Keep it 1 foot, 2 foot, secured. That's fan.
59 seconds to go. Kyle Allen over the middle. That one is complete. DJ Moore in for the touchdown.
Yeah, see, what this play is showing you is that DJ Moore has the ability to make plays, no matter how the football's thrown, but what it doesn't show you, which the stats show you, is there's a lot of passes in there that are probably extremely poorly thrown, picked off footballs, and honestly, I'm just happy to see DJ Moore out of Carolina. He was going to just waste away and playing for that team. They do not know how to run an offense whatsoever. But so, from here on out, I didn't really feel there was a reason to really pull up highlights for anybody. No one's really established themselves as a permanent and key contributor. So next up we have cornerback Dante Jackson. And, damn it, I hate when that happens. And Jackson's been a pretty good defensive player for the Panthers, but he seems to have, I would presume, something of an injury problem. And I'll kind of check and see if there is any sort of like mention of that. Torn Achilles in 2022, season-ending injury reserve in 2021. And it looked like he missed a few games in his second and third seasons as well. So we haven't really seen the player he was in his first season because he hasn't been able to stay healthy. And it's unfortunate because the Panthers do need a player like this. You need to be able to keep your best players on the field, and that hasn't happened for Dante Jackson. And like I said, it's unfortunate because I would say the biggest weakness that he had coming out of college was his hands. There were a lot of pass deflections that he should have picked them off, and pass deflections and interceptions, it still kind of looks like that's a thing, but he is catching a lot more of those than he used to. So I just hope he stays healthy, because I would say he has a place on this team if he can just stay on the field more. Next we have cornerback Rashawn Golden, and Golden I pretty much called from the drop. This guy is not anything special, and it showed. He never established himself in the NFL. He's presently in the Canadian Football League. I'm honestly not surprised this guy went through the Raiders at one point. So yeah, no. This was one of those overreached picks. I don't think should have went there. Next we have tight end Ian Thomas, and while I did figure this guy would be Greg Olson's backup for a while, and it would take a while for him to really establish himself beyond that, it has seemed that his time has finally come, but we're seeing it again. The Panthers not knowing how to run an offense. Now, I won't say really that Ian Thomas is one of those players that is necessarily good enough to be a top-flight tight end, but you've got to use a tight end more than this, especially when you're dealing with young quarterbacks like they were last year, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Yeah, they're starting to enter the veteran level, but they're still young guys that have largely been screwed over by poor offenses. They need some development still, and a solidly used tight end option would really help a guy like that. And the Panthers just don't want to seem to use their tight ends in that role. And you further see why the Panthers' offense is just atrocious, because the last couple of years they were built on, we either throw to DJ Moore or give the ball to Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore both gone now. This offense is going to be horrible. It is going to be horrible. Next we have defensive end Marquise Haynes, and well, I didn't actually pull him up in terms of highlights because, not really a long enough video for me to really say that he could do something, but he does seem to be. But as a player, Haynes seems to be developing reasonably nicely. His tackles have been going up every season of his career. He finally started a game last season. He's had at least 3 sacks for the last 3 seasons, which, from a presumable backup position, is not bad when you think about it. So, as long as he keeps going in the right direction, he could be a starter soon, but he did come in the league a little late. He's already 29, so he'll be 30 through this next season, so I'd say he's probably got maybe 3-4 years to develop into a starter for a very short-term future before having to step back and end up retiring. So we'll see what goes on with that one, but it wasn't a bad pick overall, I'd say. Next, we have Jermaine Carter, linebacker, and Carter's been another interesting one in that he was good enough to start first season, but no one else seems to really much care about that, but we'll see. Real quickly, I'll check in case of an injury. Yeah, Puri was signed to a practice squad, didn't get activated till late in the year. I'm not really sure what's up with that, but I'd say the statistics probably reveal the answer. The one season he was a starter, didn't get too many pass deflections, playing middle inside linebacker, and didn't get any sacks. Kind of a substandard production on tackles, usually from a middle or inside linebacker. I want to see 95 or more, even on a good team, because that means you're getting involved even when you don't necessarily need to be involved. And in Carter, 50 assists, over 38 tackles, sub 90 overall. So that's not very good. So I would say that's why the Browns didn't really care for him too much. So the final 2 selections didn't turn into really anything whatsoever. We have linebacker Andre Smith, who got sub 27 tackles, but generally speaking, he's just riding benches these days. Nothing wrong with that, just one of those players that wasn't really meant to be. Next, we have defensive tackle Kendrick Norton. As far as I know, this guy might have retired already. Yeah. Yeah. Retired quite obviously due to that car crash, which resulted in the amputation of his left arm. So it's just one of those unfortunate things. We never really got to see if he could have been better than the 7th round selection, but that's just how these things go. Yeah. Doesn't say if anyone was at fault for that, so I won't really speculate at driving safety or anything like that. But overall, when this class was picked, I gave it an A-. I figured a lot more of this would do better, that DJ Moore wouldn't get handicapped by shitty quarterback play, that Dante Jackson would be healthy and do a lot better, that Ian Thomas, Marcus Haynes, Jermaine Carter would step up when the starters at their positions when they were drafted finally retired or moved on. Jermaine Carter even got more of a chance than he probably should have due to Luke Kuechly's retirement. But like I said, they just kind of underperformed. Jermaine Carter has not really established himself as a starter. Marquise Haynes is getting better, but it's kind of a slow improvement of does he have enough time left to really become a starter. Ian Thomas isn't being utilized correctly. Dante Jackson has injuries. And DJ Moore obviously just got traded so the Panthers can draft a quarterback, which is really fucking stupid when you think about it, and why I have a lot of contempt for the Panthers organization this year. So, from the original A-, I'd bring this down to about probably a B-, full grade drop. So, because like I said, this class is mostly the first 2 players, and one of which you've traded for stupid reasons. So that is going to do it for this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter, and I will be seeing you tomorrow for the 2018 Atlanta Falcons draft, where we will start to look a little deeper into why the Falcons are floundering around after making the Super Bowl in 2016. So, I will see you tomorrow.